Everyone told him he was crazy. Wall Street laughed. Experts said it would never work. But while the world was playing it safe, Elon Musk was placing bets that seemed impossible and winning big. Today, we're diving into the 3 biggest money bets that made Musk the richest person on the planet. But here's the thing, these weren't just lucky gambles. Each one reveals a hidden pattern about how to spot opportunities that everyone else misses. If you've ever wondered how visionaries think differently, or if you want to learn how to see the future before it happens, you're going to want to stick around. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how Musk's mind works when it comes to betting big and winning bigger. Look, I get it. It's easy to look back now and say, of course Tesla would succeed, or obviously SpaceX was going to work. But in real time, when Musk was making these decisions, the world thought he'd lost his mind. Let me take you behind the scenes of 3 bets that changed everything. Our first story starts in 1999. The internet was still new. Most people were scared to enter their credit card information online. E-commerce was struggling because nobody trusted digital payments. But Musk saw something different. While everyone else was focused on the problem, people don't trust online payments. He saw the solution hiding in plain sight. He realized that if you could make online payments as easy and secure as handing someone cash, you'd unlock the entire internet economy. So he bet everything. Literally everything. Musk took his $22 million from selling his first company, Zip2, and invested $12 million of it into a crazy idea called X.com. His friends thought he'd gone insane. "You're going to lose everything," they said. Here's what most people don't know about that decision. Musk wasn't just betting on payments. He was betting on human behavior changing. He saw that convenience always wins. Always. If you could make something 10 times easier, people would eventually trust it, even if they were scared at first. The early days were brutal. Technical problems, competitors copying their ideas, and constant rejection from investors who didn't get it. But Musk had a secret weapon. He understood that the first company to solve the trust problem would own the entire online payment space. In March 2000, X.com merged with a competitor called Confinity, which had a product called PayPal. After some internal drama and Musk getting pushed out as CEO, the company went public and was eventually sold to eBay for $1.5 billion in 2002. Musk's original $12 million investment became $165 million. But here's the real lesson. While everyone else was looking at the problems with online payments, Musk was looking at what would happen when those problems got solved. He bet on the future, not the present. And this was just the warm-up. Because that $165 million, most people would have retired, bought a yacht, maybe invested in some safe stocks. But Musk did something that shocked even his closest friends. He took nearly every penny and placed it on 2 bets so crazy that even today they seem impossible. In 2002, fresh off his PayPal success, Musk announced he was going to start a rocket company. The reaction was swift and unanimous. Everyone thought he'd completely lost his mind. Think about it. This is an industry dominated by government contractors with unlimited budgets, decades of experience, and teams of thousands of engineers. Boeing, Lockheed Martin, NASA, these were the top and only players. And here comes some internet entrepreneur saying he's going to build rockets in his spare time. But Musk saw what others couldn't. He realized that space launches were hideously expensive because nobody had an incentive to make them cheap. Government contractors got paid more for spending more. There was no competition, no innovation, no reason to improve. So he bet $100 million of his own money, nearly 2/3 of his entire fortune, on a simple idea. What if we could make rockets reusable? Everyone said it was impossible. Rockets have always been throwaway items. You use them once, they burn up or crash into the ocean, done. It's like throwing away a Boeing 747 after every flight. But Musk thought, that's insane. Why are we doing this? The early years were a nightmare. SpaceX's first rocket launch in 2006? Failure. The rocket exploded 33 seconds after takeoff. Second launch in 2007? Another failure. Third launch in 2008? You guessed it, failure. By late 2008, Musk was almost completely broke. He'd spent nearly everything on SpaceX and Tesla, sleeping on friends' couches, borrowing money for rent. People were calling him the biggest failure in Silicon Valley. 3 rocket explosions, no successful launches, and rumors that both companies were about to shut down. But here's where Musk's mindset becomes crucial. While everyone else saw 3 failures, he saw 3 datasets. Each explosion taught them something new. Each failure got them closer to success. December 2008, 4th launch. This time it worked. Falcon 1 became the first privately built rocket to reach orbit. NASA was so impressed they awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. But the real revolution came later with the Falcon 9 and reusable rockets. Today, SpaceX launches are 90% cheaper than traditional rockets. They've completely transformed the space industry. Musk's $100 million bet is now worth over $150 billion. The lesson? While everyone else was accepting that's just how things are done, Musk was asking, but what if we did it completely differently? But even as SpaceX was struggling, Musk was simultaneously placing another bet that was arguably even crazier. Because while he was trying to revolutionize space, he was also trying to reinvent something that hadn't changed in over 100 years. In 2004, the automotive industry was laughing at electric cars. They'd tried them before. Remember the EV one? Complete disaster. Electric cars were slow, ugly, had terrible range, and nobody wanted them. But Musk saw something the entire automotive industry missed. He realized that electric cars had failed, not because the concept was bad, but because nobody had approached them correctly. Everyone was making electric cars for people who wanted to sacrifice performance to help the environment. Musk flipped the script completely. What if electric cars were faster, cooler, and more high-tech than gas cars? What if owning one made you feel like you were driving the future? So in 2004, he invested $6.5 million into a tiny startup called Tesla Motors. Again, everyone thought he was crazy. GM, Ford, Toyota. These companies had tried and failed to make electric cars work. What made some internet entrepreneur think he could do better? The secret was in how Musk thought about the problem. While traditional car companies saw electric as a limitation, he saw it as an advantage. Electric motors have instant torque. They can accelerate faster than any gas engine. They're quieter, smoother, and require almost no maintenance. But the early days were brutal. Tesla's first car, the Roadster, was supposed to cost $65,000 to build and sell for $85,000. Instead, it cost $140,000 to build. They were losing money on every single car. By 2008, Tesla was weeks away from bankruptcy. Musk had to choose between saving SpaceX or saving Tesla. He couldn't afford to fund both. In a move that shocked everyone, he borrowed money against his remaining assets and put everything into both companies. Christmas Eve 2008, Tesla closed their Series E funding round with literally hours to spare before running out of cash. Musk had saved the company, but he was personally broke. The turning point came with the Model S in 2012. It wasn't just an electric car, it was the best car, period. Consumer Reports called it the best car they'd ever tested. It had a giant touchscreen before anyone else's, over-the-air updates like a smartphone, and performance that left Ferrari owners incredibly jealous. Today, Tesla is worth over $800 billion. Musk's original $6.5 million investment is worth hundreds of billions. But more importantly, Tesla forced the entire automotive industry to go electric. Every major car company now has electric vehicle plans. The lesson here is massive. Musk didn't try to make electric cars acceptable. He made them inevitable. Now, here's what's really interesting. Looking at all 3 bets, PayPal, SpaceX, and Tesla, there's a hidden pattern that reveals exactly how Musk thinks. First, he identifies an industry that everyone accepts as just the way things are. Online payments were scary and complicated. Rockets were expensive throwaway items. Cars ran on gas and always would. Second, he asks a simple question. What if we approached this completely differently? Not, how can we make this 10% better? But, what if we reimagined this from scratch? Third, he bets on technology getting better, not staying the same. Internet infrastructure would improve, making online payments safer. Manufacturing would advance, making rockets reusable. Battery technology would develop, making electric cars practical. Finally, and this is crucial, he's willing to risk everything when he believes he's right. Not just some money, not just his reputation, but everything. But Musk isn't done. While we were focused on his big wins, he's been quietly placing new bets that might be even bigger. The Boring Company, which everyone dismissed as a joke, is now valued at over $7 billion. What started as a frustrated tweet about traffic has become a tunnel-digging empire, with projects in Las Vegas and plans for rapid transit systems worldwide. Then there's his AI investments. Musk invested in DeepMind after its founder told him that AI might destroy his Mars colonies. Talk about thinking ahead. He co-founded OpenAI, then left to create xAI when he disagreed with their direction. xAI recently raised $6 billion, positioning Musk at the center of the AI revolution. And Neuralink, his brain-computer interface company that sounds like science fiction but is already conducting human trials? That's another bet on technology that doesn't exist yet, but probably will. Here's what you can learn from Musk's approach. Stop looking at what's impossible today. Start asking what becomes possible when technology improves. Musk has been consistently right about one thing. Technology always gets better, faster, and cheaper. Don't try to make incremental improvements to broken systems. Ask if the entire system needs to be reimagined. The biggest opportunities aren't in making something 10% better. They're in making something 10 times better. When you find an opportunity that everyone else thinks is crazy, that's not a red flag. It's a green light. If everyone could see it, it wouldn't be an opportunity. And finally, be willing to bet on yourself. Musk risked everything multiple times because he believed his vision was right. Not everyone can afford to risk everything, but everyone can afford to risk something on the ideas they believe in. Look, I'm not telling you to quit your job and start a rocket company, but I am telling you to start thinking like someone who could. The next time everyone tells you something is impossible, ask yourself, are they right about the present, or are you right about the future? The next time you see a problem that everyone accepts as just the way things are, ask yourself, what if we approach this completely differently? Because here's the thing. Musk wasn't born seeing the future. He trained himself to think this way. And if he can do it, so can you. The biggest money bets aren't gambles. They're investments in vision. And vision isn't magic. It's a skill you can develop. What impossible thing will you bet on next? If this changed how you think about opportunities, smash that like button and subscribe for more stories about people who bet big and won. Share this with someone who needs to think bigger. I've put together a list of the books and resources Musk used to develop his thinking in the description below. And if you want to dive deeper into the psychology of visionary thinking, check out our next video on Larry Fink, the man who owns the world. Remember, the future belongs to people who can see it before it arrives. Start training your vision today.